Well, we have another book for the Zero Channel. It's called On the Verge. It's a great little book. Kind of an eye-opener. It is Rosetta Books, and it's written by Rebecca D. Costa, who is an American sociobiologist, author, and host of the syndicated radio program, The Costa Report. Her first book, The Watchman's Rattle, A Radical New Theory of Collapse, is an international bestseller. Costa is a sought-after international speaker and leading expert on fast adaptation. That's what this book is about, pre-adaptation. Her work has been featured in New York Times, Washington Post, USA Today, The Guardian, and other leading publications. Yeah, so for more information, go to RebeccaCosta.com. It's kind of a story that it's not normal reading for me it is, but it's kind of like, why did you pick something like that? But once I got into this book, I was fascinating about, there's some horrendous changes that she talks about in here, but anyways, there can be no greater advantage than certainty of the future, not in nature, not in business, not in governance. So in other words, foresight. If you can stop a lot of things ahead of time, look at the tragedies you don't have to go through. And it's big data that she says it is. So begins Rebecca Costa's much awaited exploration of foresight, the crowning achievement of human ambition. That's right, foresight is. According to Costa, advances in big data, predictive analytics, genomics, artificial intelligence, and other breakthroughs have made it possible to pinpoint future results with mind-blowing accuracy, cracking the door to what Costa calls pre-adaptation, the ability to adapt before the fact. That is so important, so important. Never before has the information needed to avert danger, get the jump ahead of others, or prepare for the inevitable has been so clearly within grasp. Through fascinating real-life examples, Costa reveals how technology has brought nations, businesses, and individuals to the edge of clairvoyance. Yet, our ability to act on foreknowledge often falls short, causing leaders to squander the advantage of preemption. To counteract this failure, Costa illuminates 12 principles of adaptation and pre-adaptation. That's more important, I think. Used to succeed in fast-moving environments. In spite of the popular science, On the Verge is a landmark examination of big-picture forces affecting society today. Costa's unique sociobiological perspective, combined with her ability to blend humor, a breaking science, and insightful personal stories, distinguish her as one of the most important female thought leaders of our time. Rightly so, and I tell you, at KRAZ-TV and the Zero Channel, we do have playlists called Our New Chiefs Are Strong Women. And yes, she is one of them. She's been a consultant like for Dole Pineapple. She helped turn their company around, and many times. She talks about it's only really because it started out with Watson. You remember the computer that finally beat on Jeopardy all the contestants. It's the high speed and the searches and all of these things. And then they had to teach the language, the computer to pick out things ahead of time, because there wasn't just facts. It was asking a scenario. And then, of course, the answers came in the form of questions. So that really got them started. Big Blue and IBM and all of them are the ones that really put the impetus on early forecasting. And you think about it, if you can get out of the way of a storm, she said, wouldn't you? And so they predicted things ahead of time that saved a lot of lives. So pre-adaptation is really a factor that we really want. So, let's see. She talks about prizes being done. But if you have prizes that it really brings out, like Lindbergh, the reason why he really went across the Atlantic because he was in big, heavy debt. and he owed $15,000, so it didn't go far. That extra $10,000 that he made for the $25,000. Fast evolution. So I'm trying to find the 12 principles. I have a big bad habit of not putting what do you call it, bookmarks in here. Oh, here it is, principle 10, 6. So I'll just read out the head of it. And then you can read the book for yourself to figure it out. So principle 1. There's a lot of it. Failure is more common than success. Try again, right? So there's several kinds of failure. Abject failure, structural failure, glorious failure, common failure, version failure, predicted failure. Principle 2, the greater the magnitude, speed, and complexity of change, the higher the rate of failure. Principle 3, any drive towards singularity is a drive towards extinction. Yeah, like monocrops, you know. It applies to a lot of things. Success warrants imitation. That's true. If it works, don't mess with it. If you're able to use somebody else's invention and you get a license, go for that. So, principle 5, the size of an environment determines growth. Did I do 4? Yeah, that's it. Success invites invitation. Principle 6, nature's defense is quickness, cunning, and camouflage. That's principle 6. Principle 7, nature's offense. Strike first, strike hard. It's a matter of life or death. So these are all things taken from nature and evaluations, not just out of somebody's head. Incremental adjustments pose less risk. In other words, do it in little nibs. Don't make a radical change and then destroy everything that was there. And try again. Principle 9, pattern recognition is vital to survival. Watch it once, watch it twice, figure it out, right? Principle 10, compensating behaviors mitigate shortfalls. Principle 11, critical mass is a prerequisite for change. And principle 12, fortune favors the prepared mind. Well, thanks for watching on The Verge. I guess that's her kid. I'm not sure, her child. But he looks ready, doesn't he? Well, from a scholarly work like this, Rebecca D. Costa really has done a wonderful job, and I hope to meet her someday as an author and writer. Thanks for watching KRAZ TV, and come back and watch all of our shows. This is On the Verge at KRAZ TV. The book reviews.